It was when you put it in there. Questions?
I'm right.
You're what? Yeah? You're
Hold on, I'm like thinking of this formula that would do everything you wanted to do right there off of the first formula.
Yes, good. What do you got?
It'd be like, whoa, A divided by P, which would be that, divide that by the Y. No, hold on.
You're on the right track.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out my.
Excellent, excellent. What's being proposed by Josh? Josh, or we go Joshua? Okay, Joshua. Now that I've learned all your names, you know.
Yeah.
What Joshua is proposing is actually way beyond what I would expect for any of you to do in here, and that's how about coming up with just a general formula that's going to work and not have to go through all this crap every time, right? That's what you're proposing? So is there a way that you can solve this for t? You have to assume that someone's going to give you the rate, someone's going to give you how much is going in and how much you want to come out. Well, you just follow the same process. We divide both sides by p first. Isn't that what we did? You want to now drop this down, right? So you take natural log on both sides. Right? What's going to happen on the right side? R times t is going to come out, and the natural log of e is going to vanish, isn't it? So the next line would look like this. Natural log of a over p equals RT. And if I want to solve for r, I just divide by r. It was close. You don't need the natural log e because it's a 1. So you divide both sides by r, and you have a formula for t. That's it right there. So what if you wanted to triple your money? Think about it. If you wanted to triple your money, you would be, what would be the amount here? 36,000, what would P be? 12? So wouldn't that just be a 3? And then you divide, so you do natural log of 3 divided by the rate, 0.0275, that's your answer. That's how long it'll take. If you want to quadruple your money, what number is going to go in here? It'll turn into a 4, right? And then that'll still be the same rate. So in a college algebra class, like a 1414 class, we would give you this equation, and then part of your homework would be come up with the general formula for, this formula gives you A, right? It tells you what A is if you know P, R, and T. The homework in a 1414 class would be, okay, give me the same formula solved for P, solved for R, and solved for T. So you'd have to come up with the 4 different formulas that you could get from this. All right. $145. Do you feel satisfied as far as enough material? All right, let's talk about the final, which is going to take place tomorrow. What are you going to do? Same time. Yeah, same. It's going to be just like the others. Let's say we'll do the same cheat sheet policy. All right. 5-point penalty. What do you need to study? You need to go back and look at all of your exams. All right, go through each exam. And what I would like to do is go through each of them right now. I'm not going to go through each one, but I'm going to tell you which problems to focus on. The only exam I don't have, how many have we taken? 3 of them? I don't have a copy of the first one. Does anyone have the first exam with them? Here. I'll tell you what to look at on the first exam.
On our cheat sheet, does it only have to be on one piece of paper?
One sheet of paper. Yep, so if you have others, you can, here, Aspen, you have another one right there. Anybody else need their exam back? I have other exams. Let's see, Destiny, Bianca. Bianca, no. All right. Okay, here we go. Quiz. Name tags. Do not take your name tag out.
Hers is right there.
Oh, man.
It's in my backpack. I was about to
Ah. You're the only one.
There's always one.
There's always one of them, right? All right, well, it is what it is. All right, everybody have exam 1. If you don't have it with you, do you have a copy? Or did you just throw it away? Everyone has it? All right, so I'm going to indicate the problems you should study and focus on. Yes.
So, I mean, once you read it, they said it was like each question was 10 points, so it was out of 60. But in Canvas, it's out of 100.
Yeah, I converted over to a percentage. So like, let's say I took off 30 points, right? Then you got 30 right out of 60. And if you divide that, you get 0.5, that's a 50%. If you got 10 out of 60, then you do a decimal and that's your percentage. Yep. All right, did y'all like the cupcake problems? All right, here we go. From exam 1, numbers 4, 5, 6, nine, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, a lot of you missed 15, so I'm going to put that on there. All right. 16, there's a lot in 16, so you're going to have to do some conversions. Oh yeah, and you're allowed to have those same conversion tables. Remember that you were allowed to use? You can use those again. 17. And then something like 20 or 21 or 22. Okay? That looks like a lot of the exam, doesn't it? All right, from the next exam, I believe this is the one that starts with graphing of a line. Right? Let me see, do you have? Yeah, but you have to draw your own. Okay. It says exam 3 on it. That's why it's confusing. From exam 2, well, you should be able to graph a line, but number 21 is graphing a line also from this exam, so just you need to be able to graph a line. 3, your favorite. 4, but I'm not going to draw a graph and ask you to pick points off it, so we won't do 5. Factoring, not so much of the factoring, and I'll tell you why, because I'm going to get you with the factoring in the graphing section. So let's just get to problems like number 12 and number 13. So you're going to need to be able to graph a quadratic function, which means you're going to need to be able to factor a quadratic, right? And use a quadratic formula. And that's it for that one. From the last exam, exam 3, You should be able to sketch a polynomial. You should be able to sketch a rational. And you should be able to do number 6. In addition to this, and I would say that this right here is probably 50 to 60% of the exam is this, all right? The other 40% or so is going to be solving systems of linear equations, both methods. I will not tell you which method to use. I will allow you the choice, all right? But you need to be able to use them both, because I'm going to make one where it's perfectly suited for method 1. I'm going to make another which is perfectly suited for method 2, and all is good, okay? So you should be able to solve systems of linear equations using both methods. Word problem. Or possibly more, using the same idea. So we'll have chicken and pigs and feet. No, I don't know. We'll do something, all right? Did y'all like that chemistry mixture problem? I like that problem. The one we did in class last time? The 30% and the 5% and all that? Remember that? I like that problem. And then solve exponential equation. That, for example, was like the 2 to the x plus 1 minus 5 equals 14, something like that. We just did this, right? Using your natural log and pulling the power down, that thing. And then a word problem. And the word problem, I can tell you right now, is going to be exactly an interest problem, just like the one I gave you. I may not say, how long does it take to double your money? I may not say triple. I just may say, hey, you have 10,000 in the bank. How long does it take to have 15,000, right? So that's it. I'll put here solve for time to increase money. So this is everything pretty much from word problems down is what I did today. This is all last class. And of course, this was the last 4 weeks before that. How many problems do you think? I'm thinking from here you're going to have probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 from here. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 problems. And I'm thinking over here you're probably going to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 problems. 25 problems, 2 hours. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you it's going to be exactly like you're going to see number 4, you're going to see number 5. This is kind of like the things in me just looking over it, like those are potential problems. I may pull, 15 problems. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 here. I may only decide to use like 12 and then only do 8 here or something. I don't want you to come in and have this expectation that every single thing I said here is going to be there. I also don't want you to think this is the only thing. But I will keep it focused on the exams. That is your place to study. Questions? Yes?
What entails on the cheat sheet again?
You can have formulas, you can write down steps, procedures, hints, Like you can write this 7-step process for graphing certain things, you know, all those things. You just cannot have a worked out problem. You can't have any examples worked out. You can use symbols and weird what do they call it? Hieroglyphics, like shit that I don't understand, that only you understand. That's fine, but it just can't be, you just copy down a bunch of problems that I did. One sheet, front and back, that's it.
Are you gonna have us graphing exponential functions?
I doubt it. If you noticed on the exponential functions on the test, it was identical to the one that I gave you to review. And that's it. I mean, I really don't have anything else for you. I'll hang out if you have any questions, any concerns. Yes?
Did you bring your pieces of paper?
Oh, I didn't. I knew I was forgetting something. Let's do this. Let me see. Trying to think of an easy way to do this. If you want to know what you need on the final, then you'll have to wait. I'll tell you, I'll get on the computer, I'll tell you, but it's going to take me a few minutes to do it. All right? All right. Other than that, you're free to go. Good? I'm going to turn off my camera and